Right. Hello, everyone. Nice for you to join me today for this meditation. Now, we won't have. I won't be having the questions coming up on the screen today, and I won't put your hellos up. But you're welcome to put some comments in, and I'll put them up when I finish from this on the screen because my computer's in the other room. So I'm going to do the meditation here from my meditation room. Hence all the paraphernalia around. Okay, so we're going to do a meditation today, and this is thanks really to many of the patrons who joined me recently on a Zoom session on the patron site, and we basically they said, could we do a meditation for world peace? Because we were talking about what troubled times they are now, and what better time really to send out some good energy into the world than just before the American elections, because that does affect the whole world, and it's very important, I think, that we send good positive vibrations. So I'm going to use a technique tonight that has been used before it's been taught by one of the great avatars, one of the great teachers of India, and I'm adapting it really to today's situation. And you can use this technique, and you can come back to this video at any time, not only to send thoughts to world peace, as it were, but also this same technique is also cleansing for yourself and also cleansing for all the people who are connected to you in the world. Because this is a type of meditation that most meditations, they talk about sense withdrawal. One of the first stages of most meditation is sense withdrawal, then concentration, then meditation. You're going back into yourself, which is perfect. That's meditation. But we're sending our thoughts out this time. In many respects, this is very similar to what would happen with spiritual healing in a spiritualist church, where we send healing thoughts to the world. So the whole thing today is based around the idea of light. Okay, now in India they call it jyoti. Jyoti is the light, and there's lots of mantras and things based around this idea of jyoti. But jyoti is more than just light as we know it. Jyoti is the divine light. It's the light that is the essence of our being, that moves from one person to another, that embraces all things. So this jyoti, this light, it's like a healing light, and it's also like the light of consciousness. When you think about what light is, on the one hand, light is the material thing of the world, but we also talk about it as the ideas like the inner light, the spiritual light, the light of illumination, the light of awareness, the light of happiness even. So we're sending with this type of vibration, because right at the moment the world is, I think all of us would say, a very troubled place. We've got all the worries of politics at the moment, not just within America and Britain, but it's all over the world. There are so many troubles in the political systems throughout the world. You think of China, you think of Russia, you think of the political unrest throughout Europe as well. In France and South Africa and all over the world, there's many political troubles, and there's also a great deal of unrest in the world, because here we are in this time of the coronavirus, and here just about to go into a lockdown in the UK. And what a time of difficulties and unrest and frustration that there is in the world out there for everybody that would rather be out partying and having fun, or just leading their normal lives. All of it is clamped down, and it does that to us spiritually. So tonight we're going to open up our spirit. You can do this meditation at any time, like I say, but we're going to open up to send light out to the world. And as we send that light, we think about that light as being something that is not just light, but it is peace. It is energy. It is joyful. It is illuminating. One light can cast away masses of darkness, so it's also very powerful. and it is truth itself. So it's with this power that we're going to send out our thoughts. And I just want you to be, I'm talking a little bit beforehand too, just as you start to join us here too as well. But I also want you to be think about the idea of the power of what we do. Because this isn't just us meditating and having a visualization. This is us connecting with the idea that everything is consciousness. And if everything is consciousness, if you can buy into that idea, which I talk about a lot in my talks, but if everything is consciousness, then we have the power through our own consciousness to change the consciousness of all things. We can lift the whole world up a peg, we can change the course of events in the world for the better. So I ask that when we do this, we also think in terms of taking the world onto a better path, lifting it to a different level, maybe. And we do it without prejudice. So the thoughts will go out to those that we love and those that we don't. We do it for all. So let me now just bring you into the meditation. So what I'd like you to do first of all is just relax. When we're relaxed, the power comes to us. So let go of all the stress of the day, all the problems that you've had of the daytime, all the worries, all the thoughts about the future, all the niggles and upsets and major worries and minor worries. Let them all go. We don't need that for the moment, because we're going to heal ourselves as well as heal the world. So let us now drop deep into ourselves. Let us feel, first of all, the comfort of a relaxed body. Feel how all the pressure is falling away. Feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Feel the pressure dropping away from all those places where you get a lot of tension. Around the eyes. Feel it all around the eyes, relaxed. All around the neck and the shoulders and the back, relaxed. If you're sat comfortably in a chair or you're sat like I am, feel the spine also becoming relaxed and balanced, like a tree that is perfectly balanced, a reed blowing gently in the wind. Feel the balance of the spine. From the base of the spine to the top of the head, we feel that balance in our body. And as we find that point of balance in the spine, we can let everything go and relax into it, so that our body hangs from the spine, as it were, and just feels totally, totally relaxed. You may notice also how you particularly sometimes feel very relaxed in the hands and feet. So many nerves there that when you let go, it permeates relaxation throughout the whole body. The mind is relaxed. And you may notice also now, as you've gone into this, your breath is also relaxed. You feel comfortable, warm, at ease with yourself, letting yourself drift into a perfect, deep, peaceful relaxation, feeling the natural ease of the body, feeling the natural peace that is there behind all the racket, the silence that lies behind everything. You feel at ease and at peace. And you take a breath and you let it go. Feel how the body relaxes as you let go of your breath. Perfectly at ease, perfectly at peace, joyful, happy feeling of ease. be with that for a while. Just enjoy it. And now we're going to do a little bit of work. Visualize that in your hand you have a beautiful candle, a white candle. And this is a magical candle. It's a beautiful candle. It will not burn. It will not do anything like that. It's a magical, divine candle. And visualize that you are holding a candle, that the candle is there. And it's a light, and its gentle flame flickers. And that light is very, very bright indeed. It can fill all the corners of the universe if it wants to. That candle can dispense and dissipate any darkness. We take that candle, that magical candle, and we take it into our heart. And as you sit, visualize that in your heart, you might see it perhaps in the middle of the chest, like in the heart there is this beautiful candle burning brightly. See it there in your heart center. Focus on it for a while. Just be aware of it. Get the idea that this light is within you. It's in there. Beautiful candle of light in your heart center. And just like the heart is a symbol, it is also filled with that idea of love and peace and joy. Feel that light there in your heart. Beautiful white light, clear and pure. And now let that light spread throughout the whole of the body. Feel from that heart center, it's now filling your body. You're filling your hands and arms. You can feel it filling the whole torso. You can feel it filling your spine and your legs and your toes and your feet. Gentle but beautiful and radiant, strong light. And this is a divine light. This is the light of truth. And we ask that with that light we may fill ourselves with truth. We ask of the universe that we may fill ourselves with divine love. And we feel the light now moving up into the head. And we ask that our thoughts and our feelings may be infused with the power of the light's truth, of the light's love, of the light's peace. That it may fill our body, that it may fill all our perceptions, that our tongue may be filled with that light too, that we may not tell lies or say wrong things about others. That it may fill our eyes, that we may see the world through the eyes of truth. And in our ears we can hear the world with purity and clarity and understand truth. Let that brilliant light fill your whole body. It's still radiating from the heart, but it fills the whole body. And now finally fill that flame of light, now become like a crown on the head. We are like kings and queens, with a great crown of glory over our head. A burning light, a beautiful light, full of peace, full of light, but also full of heat, but also coolness. Feel that beautiful energy. And just as one candle can light 1,000,000 candles and illuminate the whole universe, so we now visualize around us all the people we love, all our friends and family. And we hand to each one of them in our imaginations, but it also happens in reality. We hand to them a light, a candle that each is receiving a candle from us and being lit by our light. So that just as we project love and light to each of those people we love, so as we hand them a candle, they place it within themselves of their heart. And we can visualize and imagine all our friends and all our family. We can imagine them specifically. We can think of the people that are most important to us. And we can also think of them generally too, so we don't miss anybody. In this world and in the next, the spirits come close to us too. And they too take a light, for the spirit world is helped by us here. We help them just as they help us. Each takes a light, each places their light in their heart. Each sees their body illuminate with joy and peace. And as it finally enters their head and forms like a crown of showing our crown of our divinity, and each of them we can see the glory in their faces, the joy in their eyes. We can see the light burning within them, and through their eyes we see the light. In their faces we see the light. And we see wiping away all the negativities around them, all the ill we may think of them, all the bad things we might have encountered with any of these people. All of that is washed away because the power of love has the power to totally cleanse. And we look to all our friends and we see all our family and all those who we have known and loved in this life. We see the joy of that light within them, each one of them luminous beings. And now we do the same thing with that light, and we hand the light to our enemies, to those that have wronged us, to those that we have had troubles with in life, to those that have done us harm. We hand the light to them too. And we see that light in their heart, and we give it with a spirit of forgiveness. We give it with the spirit that these people have only lost their way for a while. For the same light that is within us is within them. And we place the light to them and let it go into their hearts. And we feel the joy of knowing that that light is cleansing them, making them feel the divine light within. No punishment, everything is forgiven. We see the light in each of those who we have had troubles with in life. See the light shine, just as it shines in our family and in our friends and in all those we love. And all those, even those animals too that we love, because I know for many of you, the animal kingdom is also important to you. So we give it also to the animal kingdom of those pets and things that you have loved, because I know for many of you that is important. And now we also give the light out to all the people we have known, just the people we have encountered in life, all the people who have been connected with us in some way throughout the whole history of our life. The light is now moving out to many, many people, and we place the light in their hearts. And in our visualization, we see the light radiating in the thousands of people we have encountered. Those that have been helpful to us, those that haven't. In all of them, the light is the same. The light is lit from the same candle in your heart. And see how it illuminates their body. And we see so many beings now filled with light, filled with this beautiful light. And like a beautiful crown, as it enters the head and clears all the negativity, clears all the bad thoughts, that they may only ever be thoughts of truth and love. And now let us extend that thought. Let us extend it to our nations. Let us, in my case, to the UK, some of you to America, some to your own nations, that all the people of your nation may be filled with that light. See the light being passed across millions of people, one to another, passing the candle of light into the hearts of one and all, so that even the darkest of hearts is illuminated, that all can share in this same light, which is the same consciousness that is within us all. See them illuminating like millions of people and millions of beings filled with the glory of light. And now extend it beyond your own nation, to the continents and to all the peoples of the world. Extend the idea that they are taking this light, you're seeing their heart illuminate, and together we help them to let that illumination happen, so that all people, no matter how lonely and forgotten, no matter how unconnected, all are receiving that light, that the light of the heart is illuminating. It's filling their bodies, just as it's filling ours now again. And we can feel the restorative power and healing of that light. We can feel the life force. We can feel the joy of being awake and being conscious in such a beautiful but dark universe. We can feel the whole of Earth brightening and connecting perhaps with all the other beings that might live in other places throughout the universe, who would have the same light as us. So the world is a light, all beings are one, and the light is in all. And in these troubled times, we also now send the light specifically to the world leaders, to the world leaders that you may agree with or not agree with. For example, we have the American elections. We send it to both candidates equally, that they may be guided by the light that is within us all. We think of all the leaders of the world, of all the leaders that may be good and may be bad. We send it to the leaders in the UK, the leaders in Europe, the leaders in Russia and China, in Japan and South Africa, in Africa, in South America and Venezuela and Australia, New Zealand, all the places around the world, every corner of the earth. We think of the leaders of the world, that they may be guided by this light that all of us have as the same, that character and good nature may be the qualities that we select our leaders for, that the qualities of good character, of good human values, may fill the hearts of all of them. That despite their faults, despite their difficulties, despite their problems they've had with power and greed and money and whatever might affect many of the leaders of the world, we ask that the power of the light may be behind it, that they may wash them clean, that they make the whole world pure, knowing always that the same light that we have connected with here, within ourselves, to our family, to our enemies, to our friends and foes and peoples of all nations and all races, that's the same light within all of us. And now just let go of everything. Let it all become one light. Just one light that we too are part of. Let us see that light now as part of the infinite light. In front of us, infinite light. Behind us, infinite light. To our left, to our right, to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, above, below, light upon light upon light. Infinite light. All of us connected completely within that light. We let go of it all. We let go of the body. We let go of the mind. We let go even of the feelings, that we just become one with that ineffable, joyful, beautiful, glorious illumination. And with this, we send our thoughts of peace to the world. And I now just want to seed it with a mantra. This is the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti 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 Om. The Gayatri is one of the most powerful mantras of all time, one of the oldest mantras on earth. So now we can return back to ourselves. Return back to the fact that we're sat here now in our rooms, knowing that we're all connected, and knowing that as we do that meditation, we have not only helped to cleanse the world, but we cleanse ourselves as well. So we keep that light within us. We keep that light within our heart. We keep that light deep within ourselves, knowing that any time we can illuminate the world, we can illuminate another through the light that we have. We keep that light sacred. We keep that light pure. We connect with that light and know that within each of us is the same truth, the same love, the same peace, the oneness that connects the whole world. What they call in the East, Jyoti. Okay, well, thank you for joining me with that tonight. We are using very much the power of collective attention. The sum is greater than the parts, and that what you do has a real effect. And I ask that you come back and do this again, maybe with the video, or do it on your own as well, because we need plenty of light to illuminate the darkness. So thank you for joining me tonight. Like I say, I haven't been able to connect to the comments at the end, but I might just do that now as we finish. So thank you for joining me. Do join us, and if you do enjoy this type of meditation, remember we're doing a lot on the patron side. This was stimulated, this was an idea from the patrons, and thank you to the patrons that suggested we do this tonight. And you will also now be able to meet me much more through the patron site on Zoom, and we'll be doing some personal one-to-one things on there too. Okay, thank you very much. Bye for now.